Commission. One of the most energetic men I have come across in my life. I sometimes ask him to give me a bit of that energy that he has. Now, this present exercise, I think, is a very commendable one. The objective, as I see, is to give effect to evolving concepts on human rights. Now, before I proceed any further, I will briefly talk to you about the role played by the Human Rights Commission, because I think it is relevant to the matter that we will be discussing in the course of this session. The Human Rights Commission has been established under the statute. That is the Human Rights Commission of Sri Lanka Act number 21 of 1996. The main objective of which is promoting and protecting human rights within Sri Lanka. Now, briefly, I must also praise you for the powers of the Commission. Because most people, the Commission was really not in existence for a few years, and after we took over, we have revitalized the work of the Commission, because we have very energetic commissioners who all work together. The Commission is empowered under this Act to inquire into and investigate complaints relating to the infringement or imminent infringement of fundamental rights as set out in the Constitution of Sri Lanka. In order to carry out its tasks, the Commission has 10 regional officers to discharge these functions at the district level. As you know, the Commission in Colombo cannot handle all the work from different parts of the country, because it is impossible for people in remote areas to reach the Commission and seek redress. For that reason, the Commission has opened up 10 regional officers under regional coordinators. We have given them the machinery to hold inquiries and investigations and report to the Commission, so that any person whose rights are affected can go to one of those regional officers and seek relief. If they cannot resolve the problem, it will be referred to the Commission in Colombo, and we undertake to handle the matter and see that justice is done. The most important aspect of this is that human rights are one of the most important aspects of human life. The problem is that most people are not aware of their rights, and therefore they cannot even seek a remedy. We are now going ahead with what is called an awareness program in different parts of the country to make people aware of what role the Human Rights Commission is playing in the discharge of its duties. Most people do not understand this concept of human rights, because human rights are not rights given to you by law, civil or criminal. They are rights that you are endowed with at the time of birth. It's a birthright. That's the thing that you must never forget. And this is the message that I am giving to the police and the armed forces also. I have always told them the Commission has nothing against the police or the armed forces, but we have to caution them that where they exceed their legal rights, then the Commission must come to the rescue of the people who are subject to those problems. The main objective of the Commission is to ensure human rights for all and promote and protect the rule of law. Indeed, its mission is to develop a better human rights culture in Sri Lanka through protecting and promoting human rights for all, irrespective of his position in law, policy and in practice, adhering to universally recognized human rights norms and principles with a special emphasis on fundamental rights guaranteed under the Constitution of Sri Lanka, with the coordination and cooperation of all stakeholders who are interested in protecting and promoting human rights. Now the message I want to really give you is that human rights consist of rights that you are entitled upon birth. It's a birthright. It does not depend on some statutory enactment or civil or criminal law. So there are a number of treaties that embody international treaties. We are signatories to those treaties, and most of these human rights, the more important human rights, are included in the Constitution of Sri Lanka and are designated fundamental rights. And where the state gets involved in a violation of a fundamental right, then the only body that has jurisdiction to go into a matter like that is the Supreme Court. But any other violation, the Human Rights Commission has all the power to deal with, and I must say that people are very happy because it costs them nothing. Main thing is that the cost. I have been a judge of the Supreme Court for many years. I know the travails of litigants, because when they come there, the expenditure is so tremendous that they rather suffer the indignity of the violation of their rights rather than go to the Supreme Court. The judges are helpless in that matter, and but we always try our best to do justice. In this connection, I want to talk to you about one particular case related to fundamental rights, which I had, shall I say, the opportunity to deliver a judgment. There was a certain police officer in a particular area. He was well known as a dental surgeon. So this question arose as to why he was a designated dental surgeon. It was very clear from the case that what he does is, he arrests a person, brings him to the police station, and indicates to that person that he must make a statement in accordance with his wishes. If you don't comply, he pulls out a tooth without any anesthesia whatsoever. He gives you another chance. If he does not comply, another tooth comes out. Now, that's why he was called dental surgeon. And I had the privilege of ordering to pay 100,000 rupees for a tooth as damages to those individuals. I'm just telling you this because it is necessary for me to give you some insight into this concept of human rights and fundamental rights. So I don't propose to take much of your time, but I want to thank all of you, the organizers and the participants, for giving me this opportunity to chair in this session. And I hope, there is no doubt, you will gain very much at the end of the sessions, because I find that most of the young ladies who are contributing today are people, are persons who are distinguished in their own fields. So you can gain very much, and I would request you to be a patient hearing to them, and then thereafter you can face your problems if any clarification on this. Thank you.